Good morning, children. Very good morning. Okay, so you have learnt about the constitution lesson, isn't it? And geography part. What do you have learned? Geography. Okay, North America. Yes or not? So today, one more lesson we are going to discuss today fundamental rights and the duties. It is your civics lesson, children. Civics lesson, second lesson. Okay, fundamental rights and the duties. Already you have understood about the constitution, who has framed, what are the articles, how many articles are there, and what happened, election system is happened in our India, and India it is called republic as well as the democratic, yes or not? So, and it is a secular, isn't it? And the constitution will says the fundamental rights and it will protect us, yes or not? It will protect the fundamental rights as well as they will say we have to follow the fundamental duties, isn't it? What the constitution has given, that you have understood in the last lesson, isn't it, children? So here B.R. Ambedkar, he was framed the constitution, yes or not? How much? Yes, 11 months, 18 days he has taken to complete, yes or not? Apart from that, yes, it is given to the rights, what the people should do the duties, and how government is running or administrating rules and regulation, laws, laws for each and everybody, yes or not? For it may be a poor people or middle class people or the rich people or any VIP person, or it may be president or the prime minister or the parliamentary ministry, yes or not? So everybody in front of the law, these are all the people will be same, means everybody equal in front of the law, isn't it? So now today we are going to discuss about the fundamental rights. What is the meaning of the rights? First, do you know about what is your right? Yes, I will only say, okay, rights means nothing but it is our basic rights, children. Means by born only we are getting some natural rights, yes or not? For example, right to live, right to speak, and right to go any part of the country, right to express our ideas, isn't it? Or right to follow any god or goddesses, or we can go to any temple or any religious functions or religious ceremonies, yes or not? Or any school we can go. So these are all our natural rights. And right to education, yes, each and everybody they are having the right to education, isn't it? So these are all by birth only we will get it here. But also our government or the constitution, it has given to six major fundamental rights, children. Okay, so now tell me, what is the right? The authority given to an individual for his or her development. What the constitution has given to us, whatever the rights, these are the rights because of our development. Okay, so what is the meaning of this, children? It is a basic right given to an individual by the constitution. What is that? Rights is a basic rights given to an individual by the constitution for his or her development, means for our development only. In our society we have to develop ourselves, isn't it? We should not depend anybody. For that reason, for our development, constitution has given rights. Understood, children? Okay, and one more thing, why they have made this, because of before the 1947 there was a inequality among the people, children. One side British people rule and one side kingdom rule. They were, what they have done, the rules and regulation everybody should follow, isn't it? But in this democratic government, not like that. What the law they made, everybody it is equal as a Indian citizen, isn't it? Means those who are the those who are born in India, everybody will get equal opportunities. It may be socially or politically or economically. Okay, children. Because because of our development, this constitution has made the rights, and the same time some duties also as a citizen of India we have to follow, children. Okay, that we will discuss next. First, I will explain about the which are the 6 major fundamental rights. First one is right to equality, second one is right to freedom, third one is right to against exploitation, and right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational right, right to constitutional remedies. What is that? These are all the 6 fundamental rights our constitution has given. First we will say right to equality. What is the meaning of right to equality, children? Yes, it is important to each and every citizen, isn't it? And no one can violate in this society. Everybody, they are having the equal law. Yes or not? Okay. What is the meaning of equality? For example, government doesn't ask you any caste or sect or gender, whatever. Any religion you can worship. Yes or not? So, according to the government, each and everybody are equal socially, economically as well as politically. Okay. And social functions it may be, or governmental administration, or any governmental employment, or any other types of the government facilities. So each and every governmental aspect, each and every citizen of India, they can participate, children. For example, any temple we can go, any employment we can choose, or any government sector we can go, or any inquiry about anything regarding property or whatever. So we need to go to office, isn't it? So that also we can go, and we are having the rights to ask them. For example, if you anybody they are violating about your caste or gender or whatever, or your what you call that, richness or the poorness or poverty or whoever, they will violate you. So for them, government is giving the punishment, isn't it? Means they are protecting us. Why they have given a rights? Each and every rights are protected by the government, children. Okay, so that it is a individual development. Okay, right is a basic rights they have given for us because of development. Yes or not? His or her development, or our development. Okay, then this right to equality means those who are born in India, so everybody they'll get the equal opportunity in the administration or the governmental aspect or the governmental facilities. Government doesn't ask you, never ask you on your basis of caste, gender, sect or religion, whatever. Okay, so any caste people you are, it will not ask you. Just they will say only you should participate. Okay, so then equal, there is no man or there is no woman, that is also it will be same job. For example, it is not only for the men, isn't it? Now Kalpana Chawla, she also went where it is. Yes, she also went to, yeah, means what you call that? Yes, astronomer. What is that? Means Chandraloka, or what you call that? On the sky you can go. Yes or not? Through the rockets or whatever. So and so many women cricketers are there. So many women like Indira Gandhi or any other women ministers we have seen, isn't it? And women, so many women achievers are there in India, isn't it? Like Kalpana Chawla, Indira Gandhi, and Sarojini Naidu. Then so many, isn't it? So and some freedom fighters also is there, isn't it? It is not only for the men. So men and the women, it will be equal. Nowadays also woman, she is working equally with the men, isn't it, children? So that is called equality. So here government doesn't ask you, government doesn't interfere about your caste, religion or your gender, whatever, children. Okay, so it has given to equal opportunity in each and every sector. Okay, then secondly, right to freedom. Yes, we are having the freedom to talk with anybody, isn't it, children? But whatever our wish, we cannot. Whatever our wish, we cannot do anything. Why? Because our surrounding environment will be get disturbance. So that we need to follow the rules and regulation also, as well as we should bind it, yes or not. For example, if we are shouting at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, means what will happen? Our surrounding or our neighbors in our society, they are getting disturbance, isn't it? So whatever wish we cannot do. So right to freedom means politely we should speak, yes or not. Or whatever we are doing, that is should be in silent manner. Okay. Then freedom to move any part of the country, or you can stay in any part of the country. For example, you are a Sirsi, you are living in Sirsi. So if you wanted to go to Bangalore, Delhi, Kolkata, wherever, then because of the education or employment purpose, job purpose or whatever, so you can go and you can stay there. Government will not interfering. Okay. And another thing, you are having your own ideas, you can express it. That is called right to freedom. Means you are having your own ideas, isn't it, that you can share with your friends, neighbors or society or any people. It may be ministers or whatever. So what you are having the idea, that you can going to express with others, that is that freedom government has given, children. And you can participate any public function, yes or not. For example, any temple, they are having any program, that you can go, any celebration. For example, Dasara festival, or our Sirsi Marikamba festival, or Jhatra Mahotsav, whatever, you are going to participate, isn't it, children? So that public institution or public ceremony, religious ceremony, wherever you can go and you can participate. So that is also it has given, that freedom it has given. Apart from that, any job or any employment or any school you can go, it doesn't ask you, yes or not. Okay. And if you wanted to go to sports, means a sports person you are, then you can choose yourself, yes or not, which sports you are going to. Yes, that rights, this is called freedom, that freedom. And any part of the country you can go, any types of the temple you can go, there is no restriction, children. Any religion you can follow. So that is your freedom. Okay, that is called right to freedom. Then right against exploitation. Yes, this is very very important. Why? Because before 1947 there was a caste system, yes or not. I already said in constitution lesson, isn't it? What is that? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, like that. So these Shudras are like a fourth caste people. They are the untouchables. Like that, they were dominating. Those who are the higher class people, they were dominating. So that type of the untouchability, here Gandhiji as well as the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Kodumal Rangarao, Ramchandra Rao, these are all the freedom fighters. They were trying to remove this untouchability, yes or not? Include Mahatma Gandhiji and Swami Vivekananda also. So here what happened? Those who are exploiting these people, untouchables people, so for them, nowadays government has put the condition or the punishment, isn't it? The government is going to punish them, those who are exploiting like that. And child labor. Do you know that child labor? For example, in your age, so many weaker section people, they are not going to school, children. Just they are going to do the job. Means job in garage, factory, hotels, BD making, agarbatti making, whatever, like that small scale industries we are saying, no. So that type of the small factories they are working, children. So in your age, actually what the government will say, from 6 to 14 age, we should have the elementary education. Means up to 7th standard, we need to learn the basic education. That is what government banned the child labor through the act. Okay. Then dowry. Yes, especially women while marrying, it that women side people, they should give the dowry. Dowry means varadakshine, means duddo bangarano eno kododu. Okay. So that dowry, it is in the money or a gold. Okay, so like that form they have to give. But now dowry system was banned. Those who are taking the dowry or giving the dowry, so government is taking the action for them. Okay, so that is also banned according to the government of the constitution. So that is called right against exploitation. And anybody they are exploiting, we are having the rights to ask them why you are doing like this. Okay, so next one is right to freedom of religion. Already I said, what is that? For example, if you are a Hindu or Muslim, Christian, or Parsi, Sikh, Jainas, Buddhas, whatever, whichever the religion, that is your own. So nobody will ask you, or government doesn't ask you about your religion. For example, if you wanted to go to temple, you can. If you wanted to go to any mosque, church, or anywhere we can go. Any religion we can follow. Any god or goddesses we can follow, children. Okay, so government will doesn't ask you. If anybody they are violating, if we or anybody they are forcing, then we can ask our rights. Why you people are forcing me? That against the those who are forcing, no, that against them we can ask. Otherwise we can appeal the court also, or police station also we can give the complaint. Yes, this person is forcing us, but we don't have an interest to go any other religion, but he is forcing very much. So like this situation or the violence situation, you can go to the police station, children, or means they will protect you. Next, cultural and the educational right. What is the meaning of cultural? For example, from the beginning, there was a manuscripts, Ramayana, Mahabharata, like that epic stories are there, Bible is there, Quran is there, yes or not? So, the what is that? Guru Grantha Sahib, it is the sixth holy book, yes or not? So many holy books are there, or epics are there, or so many literature they have given a greatest literature for Kannada or any other subject, yes, other languages, yes or not? So these are all the cultural values or the heritage or any person we need to respect, we need to protect it, children. Our cultural values we need to protect us. Then any religious institution or cultural ceremony, if it is there in your surrounding, that also freely you can participate. Okay, that's what cultural. Then educational also. So, where there is a minority people, they can establish the institution, or their institution also we can go there. For them, government has given the permission. Means we need to protect that, children, and we need to respect it. That is what cultural and the educational right. And the educational right means not only for the weaker section, it is for all. I already said that. What is that? 6 to 14 age. What is that? 6 to 14 age people, they must have the basic education, children. What is that? Basic education. Got it? Next, right to constitutional remedies. Whatever, these are all the rights given by the constitution or the government. Okay, if any person, we are all adhere it, isn't it? We are all respecting it. We are all binding. Yes or not? But also anybody they are violating you. You can go to the police station. You can write the application, or you can ask in the court, high court, state high court or supreme court, because our judiciary court, supreme court or the state court, high court is giving us protect. It will protect our rights, children. So if any violence situation, you can go and write your petition or complaint to the court, children. So they will protect you. Understood? So these are all the major rights what the constitution has given. Then duties. What as a citizen of India, what we have to do, children? Yes, for example, first one, we are all having the national flag, emblem, and some public property and a national anthem. so many freedom fighters, yes or not? So for these people or the national anthem, while we are saying the national anthem, what we have to do? Attention position we have to stand, isn't it? So national flag also, salute we have to do, yes or not? Or we should not damage our national flag, or we should not what do you call that, we should not tear it, or yes or not? So like this, we have to protect the national flag. The same thing, freedom fighters, those who are, they were dedicated to our freedom or Indian freedom. Because of that, we need to respect them. We should not harm anybody, or we should not hurt anybody, children. We need to follow their own ideas and the dedication, whatever they are having, the patriotic mind. Even we need to develop ourselves, yes or not? So we need to respect them. Then protect our environment and heritage. For example, I already said that manuscripts are there, epics are there, holy books are there, or lots of books, those who are written, or those who got the Nobel Prize, whoever, scientist, anybody, we need to give the respect as well as protect that. It may be in the library, or it may be in your home, or in the school. So we need to protect these. Then whatever the monuments, during the kingdom times they have given a monuments, isn't it? Historical monuments. Then nowadays, for example, Hampi, now we will call that Hadu Hampi, yes or not? Why? Because some foreigners, they came and they are all damaging, and some other foolish people, they are damaging, yes or not? So we should avoid that, those who are damaging, okay? Here, so we need to protect that our ancient monuments still, okay? Because that is the what the kingdom has given, that is India, immensely they have given a rich contribution in India, children. So we need to protect it. Then to defend the motherland. For example, motherland means what? Yes, mother, yes or not? So how you are respecting your own mother, like that, as a citizen of India, we born in India, so we need to bind to our Bharat Mata, yes or no? So that is called, what is that? Defend the motherland. For example, any terrorist or China people or Pakistan people, if they will come to suddenly for war, then we all together and we'll go for war, fighting, yes or not? Yes, our soldiers are doing behalf of us, but also we are having like that angry, yes or not? So that patriotic mind we are all having. Because of our own land, our motherland, we need to defend it, yes or not? We need to protect us, and we need to protect our India, motherland, yes or not? Then we need to protect, not only protect, we should serve to mankind of India or motherland. We should serve for the motherland, yes or not? And those who are the parents, they must give the children, to their children, from 6 to 14 age, elementary education, or the basic education, children. Each and every parents, they are having the rights. If they are not sending their children, then we are having the rights to ask them, why don't you send the children to school? So like that, we need to ask them, children. Then these are all, if we will follow, then automatically it will brings unity and integrity of our mind also, as well as whole Indians also, yes or not? So these are all the fundamental duties. Government cannot ask you whether you are following or not, but as a citizen of India, we need to follow, we have to follow, yes or not? Then only what we are all respecting to our motherland, yes or not? So these are the constitutional rights and the duties, or fundamental rights and the duties, ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಹಕ್ಕುಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಕರ್ತವ್ಯಗಳು, okay? So these government or the constitution has given to us, these are all rights and the duties. We need to respect, we need to follow them, and our future generation people also, we should guide that, okay? Anything, if you are having the doubt, you can ask, or ask in WhatsApp, children. Thank you.